Hey guys, PepperAmmy here. This week we are looking at restoring cast iron cookware. Now, this should work on all cast iron cookware, not just the pans. Personally, I am restoring some cast iron barbecue dishes that for some reason ended up in our dishwasher. So even if it's some cast iron you picked up cheap in a charity shop that's looking a little worse for wear, or just some cast iron you've had sitting around for a while, this should help you bring it back to life. Now to start, you want to make a paste of baking soda and water, and then either using a cloth or some paper towel, you want to mix it into the cast iron. Now you should instantly see the rust starting to come off, and you want to make sure you get into all the corners, dips, crevices, especially in stuff like these dishes where it's not a smooth surface. You want to make sure you get everything. Next, as an optional step, you can pour over some white vinegar. Now, vinegar and acids are the bane of cast iron, to the point where some people don't even cook tomatoes in cast iron as they are acidic. But at this time, it doesn't really matter, as this is just to help remove any leftover seasoning that may still be left on the pan. And then give it a good scrub with some steel wool to remove any stubborn rust or leftover seasoning. Then rinse with some warm water and then thoroughly dry. Next, place on a wire rack in a preheated 230 Celsius oven or 450 degrees Fahrenheit for 5 to 10 minutes. This is to ensure your cast iron is dry and it preheats it to prepare it for the seasoning process. Once your pan is heated, carefully remove it from the oven and using the seasoning of your choice. Now, if you don't have a seasoning or you're new to cast iron, canola or rapeseed oil or vegetable shortening, which is what I personally use, is perfect for this. Now, I will leave a list of seasonings that you can use in the description below. You're looking for generally a food safe seasoning that has a high smoke point. Now you just want to use a cloth. You want to work in the seasoning and make sure you get the top, bottom, handle, basically a full coating of seasoning, and then place back into the oven for 20 minutes. Preferably with a foil or a sheet tray underneath the wire rack, just in case anything drips. Now as you can see, after the first coat, the metal has already darkened somewhat, and you can just leave it here, but I do recommend at least 3 layers of seasoning. Now for the second layer, you can see the dish is nice, got an almost glossy coat on it and looks nothing like it did before. Then just give it a all over coat and return back to the oven for 20 minutes. Now for the third and final coat, once again remove from the oven, wipe over with some seasoning and place back in the oven. Now at this point I just put my oven on a timer for 20 minutes, so it will turn off and just let the cast iron come down to temperature after baking, and then just remove from the oven. Now as you can see, it really is night and day between the third layer and no layer. And once you've got 3 layers of seasoning on, this is good to cook on, or you can just put it back into storage, making sure you keep it away from any damp or moisture in the air. And that is just ready for your next use. Now I hope this video was some use to somebody. Now, it's great to see how simple it is to bring life back into cast iron cookware, and this really does show how it can outlive owners. Now, that wraps up this week's episode. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, let me know down below with a like and a comment. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe for free weekly cooking content, and I will see you all again next week for episode 1 of September 2022. Thanks for watching.